One of the number one questions I'm always asked is, how do I get on that front page? And I'm here to tell you, what you've heard in other videos isn't 100% correct. You don't just immediately get on that front page based on your SEO, your conversion rate, your quality score, or your reviews. Now, while these are all important for your long-term success, this isn't actually the fastest way to get pushed to that front page. Etsy is a business, just as you are a business. And what do you care about most? Money. So the more you can sell in a short amount of time, the faster Etsy will push you and your shop to that front page. Now, before I continue, I just want to say to all the gurus that have been watching my videos and changing your strategies, don't think I haven't noticed. This is a separate business lesson for everyone. You don't start a new venture without knowing everything about your competition. So these people have been creating videos for years, and yet they're just finally now starting to give you that real information. But it's only after I say it and show examples. It's extremely frustrating to me that they haven't been teaching this all along. And what's even more annoying is that I had to come around and shake things up in order for them to even talk about it. What's astonishing is they don't even know all the tricks, or maybe they're just hiding it from everyone. Either way, I guess they need my channel because they still need to learn themselves. And because I'm giving all this information out for free, I'm definitely ruffling a few feathers out there. But trust me, I'm just getting started. So buckle up, gurus, and get ready. Now, enough of that, and let me tell you how to really get on that front page. I know you've seen this before. You're searching for something on Etsy, and on that first page, you see an item with barely any sales, or maybe a low amount of reviews, or even worse, sometimes the pictures just aren't even that great. So how did they get on that first page? And to put it simply, they are making Etsy money. After all, that's what Etsy wants. That's what we all want. So if you could sell more in a short time frame, the more Etsy will push you and your store, as well as all of your listings. Now, before I show you examples of what I'm talking about, please note that I'm not saying to neglect your pictures, your SEO, or your listings in general. These are key factors to your long-term success, like I said in the beginning. And I even talk about it in one of my first videos. I explain how to get recognized, as well as say in that same video that you need to be able to convert people that find your items into buyers, because this is the key to getting on that front page. And once you're on that front page, you obviously want to stay on that front page. This is where having your listing completely optimized is important, because even though these listings I'm about to show you are currently on that front page, they are missing all those elements, which means they won't remain on that front page forever. As soon as they start losing their sales, they will disappear. And that's why you've probably noticed yourself companies or listings from time to time just come and go. So with all that said, let me show you some examples. Now for this, I'm going to be utilizing EverBee. Tools like EverBee help you better understand how these companies and listings have got to that front page. When Etsy starts pushing your shop, they determine exactly what they want to push. This is why sometimes an item on that front page may not even have sales yet. See, the more you sell, the more items they push. EverBee also can help you determine if something you're wanting to sell is even worth it and making money. So many times I've seen people want to sell something, and then you later find out using this tool that there's no money in that particular design. Without this tool, you may have never known whether or not that item was selling. So let's search for something random. The other day, I was looking at jewelry, and I saw some jewelry boxes. One of them was a heart-shaped box. So when I search up heart jewelry box, one of the top listings that actually appears is this one. The first thing that comes to my mind is, how can something like this be on that first page? You're sitting next to 28,000, 5,000, and even 113,000 review listings. This listing is only 10 months old. The tags aren't even that great. The title isn't anything to write home about. The picture looks like it was taken with a cell phone. And the conversion rate is horrible. It also ships from Canada. So this isn't popping up because I'm local, because I don't live in Canada. EverBee shows that there are 66 sales, and this is actually pretty accurate. Diving deeper, almost half of the reviews for this shop are based on this one product. And about 40 of those 66 sales actually came in the past 2.5 months. This is why they are on that front page. They cracked the code. And what's the code again? Sales. Etsy's algorithm wants to keep money flowing in. So the more you sell and the more people leave ratings, the more they will push you. Etsy wants to keep consumers coming back. So if they come back to leave a review, this means you're doing something right. So they'll keep pushing you. Now, trust me, this particular product will not stay on that top page forever. Not unless they start to optimize this listing and update their photos. But for now, they'll continuously get sales. And then once it dies out, Etsy will then move on to another company or product and start pushing them. Now let's look at metal signs. Same thing. Here is a company with only 32 reviews. They've only been in business for 6 months. And this listing is 5 months old. Yet it's sitting at the top with companies pulling in 5 times the amount of sales. EverBee shows us that it has a total of 157 sales. And from looking into this a little further, most of those came in the past 2.5 months, just like that other item. Now the difference between this item and that last one is it has great tags, great title, and pictures. Also, their conversion rate is amazing. The reviews for this one item is about 84% of their shop reviews though. So they have customers coming back and leaving them reviews, but they will have to start pushing other products in order to continue that growth. Since their item is optimized, they will remain on that top page for a while, especially if they can continue getting sales. So now the question I know everybody's probably wanting to know is, well, how do I get sales? And there's a few different strategies for that. One, you could push your items on social media. As everyone knows, I am a huge advocate of Pinterest. Using Pinterest is great because people go there to search for something that they're looking for. And it's very specific to what they need. So you know exactly what they're searching for is your target audience once they find your item. And you can advertise on Pinterest as well. This will push your products more to those consumers. $5 on Pinterest will expose your items to more people than spending $5 on Etsy ads. The second option is pushing it on Facebook or Instagram. Now, when I say this, I do not mean push it in Facebook groups. Do not just throw your link out there randomly. Start a page and post pictures. Show the makings of your products. Show them behind the scenes or real life scenarios. You want to create a vision for people to see them using your product. And instead of advertising your shop on, say, some random Facebook group, you can send people to your Facebook or IG page. This way, they won't kill your conversion rate by randomly just visiting your store. The third option is you have to think outside the box. For example, say if you sell art, how can you get people to notice you? You could start a YouTube channel. Show people how you make that art. Walk them through the entire process, the inner workings of your studio and how you come up with your ideas. Make them want that piece of art as you're showing you creating it. This has worked for so many people I know, and it will work for you. Now, if you don't sell art, then of course, what you do will have to be a different route. This is where your creativeness comes into play. Think to yourself, if I wanted this product, where would I search to find it? How would I want to see it displayed? What would attract me to that product? Then work backwards. putting together the pieces. And the fourth thing you could do is work with influencers. I personally do this for my leather. I work with people on YouTube and TikTok that make crafts. I send them the supplies free, and then they provide a discount to their viewers. The viewers then click the link, use the code, and get a discount for the products. Now for some, this may seem like you're giving away the items, but you're not. See, I can write off the items that I give to the influencers, and the sale price that I offer is just a normal sale price as a thank you offer. So I really lose no money at all. Instead, I gain money as well as a following. So those customers will come back and purchase it, especially as that influencer creates new craft videos with new supplies, showing how to make things. And you could do this as well. You can work with people on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, or even Instagram. I hope that this video helped you see that SEO is not the only way to get on that first page. You can cheat the system just by getting sales in a short amount of time. I personally do this, and a lot of big companies do this as well. From there, make sure that everything is perfect. Now, what I mean by that is your pictures, your description, your title, etc. This is super important so that you continue getting those sales and remain on that first page. Etsy will push your entire store because of this. If you have any questions, please leave them below. You know I love to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon.